Oh, hi. Hello. How you doing? My name is Waldo, and I'm here to feel the politics with you. How's everybody doing tonight? I am doing great. My lights are a little bit too high, though, so I'm going to bring them down. There we go. That's about normal. All right. Do I look human? I think I do. I think I look okay. I mean, I'm awful to look at, but other than that, the lighting seems right. Hi. How's it going? Nice, bright, sunny day today. It is windy today. I tell you what. So if the stream suddenly just stops for no reason, it's because my internet went down because of the intense wind. It happens around here sometimes. The wind just knocks over a pole, knocks over a wire, knocks something over, and then I can't get internet anymore, or it's reliable internet, or it's become so slow that I can't stream. So we'll have to worry about that. So yeah, hi, how's it going? My name, I already did that part. It's Wednesday. I have some links and some updates and some headlines to talk about, and then special treat. Everybody's gonna love it. There's a Donald Trump video game that we get to play. So we'll look at the headlines, we'll see what's going on, and then we'll play that. It'll be a good time. I think you might enjoy it. So stick around till the end and watch and maybe play, and then I'll put the link to the video game in my Discord, and so you can play it too. And I don't know how long it is. Maybe it's only a few minutes. Maybe we'll be done with it really fast. Oops. Maybe we'll be done with it really quickly. Maybe it'll last a couple hours. I have no idea. But I will put it in that Discord when we're done, and it'll be a good time. It'll be good. It'll be fun. So let's get started with all of the fun, super fun times. The last stream, I don't know if you were here for it, if you saw it, but I did a whole bit about the Supreme Court changing the law and gutting the Voting Rights Act and changing the way we do voting in this country. And all of the right-wing southern states, that all those red states in the South that just bam shifted immediately to try to change the rules, to intentionally disenfranchise and remove the voting power from people who aren't white. That's what they did. And so I made a video about it, and that's a political thing. And I got, let's check the latest numbers. But I got a lot of views on that one. A lot of hate views. Most of them hate views because the YouTube algorithm is powered by hatred. So when I talk about a thing that people are going to hate, it gets sent out to more people who are going to hate it. Yeah, 2,400 views on that little old video. And oh my God, so many dislikes. So many dislikes. Because the conservatives aren't about to hear. They're not ready to hear the truth that most of the southern states, their only political issue is animus towards black people. All of their politics revolves around that one single solitary issue.
Are you saying there's racism in the South?
I know, I did say that, and I got 2,400 views for it, and nobody actually watched the video, which is pretty telling. You can look at the numbers and actually tell that nobody actually watched the video. They just saw me saying, they saw the headline, they saw the red maps on the thumbnail, and then they left uninformed comments. I know, like going randomly into a YouTube video and then not watching it and leaving an uninformed comment. What is it, 2012? Good Lord, get with the times, people. What's wrong with you? But yeah, being mean to people online. What is this, 2010? So they did that. It was a very fun time. Then I responded to a lot of them, even though I think a lot of them were robots. I think a lot of them were bots because the rest of the numbers that YouTube shows me on the back end suggest that it was all coming from a single like robot type thing. Like one user, one IP address sent lots of users to watch this and spit out AI generated hate comments, and then it only counted it as one individual viewer, even though thousands of little comments not thousands, hundreds of comments came from hundreds of different accounts. It's very weird. The internet's a weird place. You shouldn't go there. It's a terrible place. So yeah, lots of hate comments, lots of very unhappy things, lots of people telling me that racism is over and I should get over it. I think that one's pretty great. The Republicans are literally right now redrawing all the districts so that non-white people will lose their power and authority. And that's freedom, you see. But according to them, if you say force them to, you take some sort of action that is affirmative and force them to be fair and force them to give the minorities a voice. Well, that's communism. That's terrible. That's awesome. Awful. They hate that. They are disgusted by this. So we might get some trolls in YouTube chat tonight. We might not. I don't know. If it were just like one guy with a robot and hundreds of little robots that come in there, then maybe we'll never see them again. I have no idea. But the YouTube algorithm is powered by hatred. So when I discussed someone undoing hatred or the Supreme Court undoing the thing that was preventing racial bigotry, that goes out to all the haters, and it's the whole thing. So yeah, the vid exploded. Nobody watched it. Hundreds of comments. None of them actually watched the video. A bunch just clicked and then said, "Oh God, my least favorite comment ever in the world is, we're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic." It's the dumbest argument anybody's ever made. It is a thought-terminating cliche that doesn't mean anything. A constitutional republic is a type of democracy. But they don't know that, and you can't explain that to them because they fly in, don't watch the video, type in, "We're not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic," and then they fly away, never to be seen again, and then claim victory. And then I assume they like look for another place to say that online somewhere. And they just go from one YouTube channel to the next, not watching any of the content, and then saying, "We're not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic." And then they just fly away. It's the only words, it's the only factoid they have. It's the only fun fact they have. And because it's the only one they have, they just tell you all the time. And it's nonsense. Because, like I said, a constitutional republic is a type of democracy. It's like saying, "That's not a dog, that's a Labrador Retriever." Yeah, dipshit. That's a type of dog. But yeah, it's just awful. Then there was a bunch of other thought-terminating cliches. It's and the centrist. Oh man, you shouldn't go in there and look at all those comments. But I responded in good faith to a lot of them, and the centrists kill me, man. I don't know where they're getting their news, but it is somewhere fucking insane. I don't know what algorithm they're in that I'm not a part of. I can't comprehend the centrists. I really can't. I understand the right. I get it. I understand what they're doing. I know that they have spite towards the people who aren't like them. It's tribalism. It's a whole thing. It's very easy to understand. The left, I understand. Freedom, democracy, egalitarianism. Everybody gets a vote. Everybody gets a fair shake. Great. Gotcha. Can either of those go too far? Yes, obviously. But the people in the middle, those centrists, I can't wrap my head around them. They don't make no damn sense. The one told me this, he rattled off. He had a wall of text. None of it true. None of it correct. None of it real. None of it accurate. Even from the right-wing stance. He wasn't taking a right-wing stance. He was taking some wild centrist stance about how nothing is real, and it was just bad. And I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't, I should figure out what his name was and see if he ever comes back into YouTube chat. It's probably unlikely, but I just told him everything you said is wrong, and every single sentence was incorrect in some different kind of way. I wonder if I should find it. I'll try and find it in the background. So yeah, that was going on there. That was my last big video, and I didn't get any subs out of it, which is why I think it was sort of a robot. Even when I do get hate views, a few of those people click the sub so they can subscribe, so that my next thing will show up on their thing, and then they can hate view it again. Oh, and the New England, and they were all doing the same talking points. So that's kind of the other reason that I think it was a robot kind of thing. They were all doing the same talking points. yes, the thought terminating cliche, but also New England, New England, New England. To show New England map next. New England map. Where's the New England map? Show the New England map. Where's the New England map? Here's the map. Hey, bring up the map for New England. It was insane. Racism seems like a political football dog whistle. Well, stagflate tax lie, is that what this is? Racism is a political issue, sure. At least the way it's being overused. Well, it matters to the people who it matters to. If you look like me, it doesn't affect you all that often. Or ever. But if it affects you on a daily basis, it becomes a big deal. And then you vote accordingly. So it is a political issue, and it is a political ideal that people need to keep in mind. And if you have, say, the southern states passing laws to prevent certain people from getting rights, then that becomes an even bigger deal. And that becomes a very big deal to them. You might not care a lot about what people in southern Alabama are allowed to not allowed to do, but they do. And so they make a stake. They raise their voice and let everybody know, hey, things aren't going perfect here in southern Alabama. So yeah, it is a political issue, sure, but everything's political. All things are political. Everything, left, right, center, top to bottom, everything is political. Video games are political. Movies are political. Every streamer is some sort of political at some point, even if you're just playing a video game. What language do you speak? Is it English? Well, why did you get that way? Through politics. I'd rather see particular examples of the merits of those examples being discussed. You're just throwing around buzzwords. They take climate change debate, emotionally charged, appealing drivel versus data analysis. Boss, are you telling me to do that? I'm just telling you how I think right now. I'm not a scientist. And data analysis has already determined that climate change is happening. Climate change is real, and it's going to harm us all. The scientists have already decided that. They know that for a fact. Climate change is a fact. It's happening. Now, what are we going to do about it? I mean, it depends on which politics is, doesn't it? No, sir, speaking generally, especially when it's a big oil using carbon capture. I know that's a scheme for capitalists. I'm not a big fan of capitalism. It tends to lead to schemes, sort of carbon capture schemes, rather than fixing the problem or moving on to renewables and not letting them die. The big oil corporations ought to be abandoned and wither up and die. Corporately speaking, they should see all of their stuff dwindle as we move on to something better. Same entity driving the data points. I don't believe communism is immune to cronyism. I don't believe communism is immune to cronyism. Of course it's not. Nobody ever said it was. Nobody ever said it was. And I'm not a communist. Socialist, sure. Left-leaning, social democrat, sure. Market socialist, pretty good, accurate idea. But communism, not quite. Let's get.
I am.
Valor is, and that's fine. I want to see some socialism working first before we move on to that. I'll push for communism when I see the socialism working properly. But until then, I won't. So. Wouldn't market socialism eventually become communism? It depends. If it works, and we don't need to keep moving left, then it doesn't have to move left. If the people are fed and the rights are being upheld and everybody's being taken care of and the world is functioning properly, then there's no need to keep moving left. And then I'll become the crusty old conservative who says we have to stick with market socialism. And then the young people like Valor will tell me no, communism is the way. And then maybe I'll be the right side of the spectrum at that point. But until that happens, Valor and I are simpatica. We're besties. And if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not a what's the word? zealot for such an idea. I'm not saying that we have to get there. I can concede that communism to me is a reaction to a failing system. Well, that's a wild shift from where we are at the moment. We're not going to suddenly become communist tomorrow. If anything, we'll be we're moving to the right now. I don't know if you've seen the current government. They're right wing, and they're pushing a lot of right wing ideas, and they're doing a lot of bad things. If you ask me, I don't agree with the socialism, but I appreciate the appeal. Right, and that will lead people to be upset with what's going on. Upset people will lash out and try and do the opposite of whatever was happening before. So the latest video got a lot of views and stuff like that, and what was that other one that they were worried about? Constitutional Republic, all that fun stuff. I was going to look for that thing. Let me see if I can find the right comment. Let's see if I got it. We'll go to the studio. It was a whole wall of text, so I might be able to find it. Let's go down there. So how's everybody doing? I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I believe the Overton window has shifted left of center. No, pause, no. Central banking seems to be more of a communist institution. Nope. Because it usurps personal property for special interest. Absolutely not. No, boss, those are right-wing ideas. The right-wing governments are always in tight with the banks. Donnie's doing everything he can to help the stock market. The stock market is not a leftist idea. It's just not. Banks are not a leftist idea. They're not. Especially the investment banks that we've got right now, that's not a leftist idea. Investment banks work on the market, and the market is not a left-leaning idea. The banks are only dangerous to you and me because they take money from people, gamble it on the stock market, and then lose it. That's why they're dangerous. Or that they're buying homes, again, on a market and gambling with them and trying to flip them for more than they're worth, creating a bubble of housing crisis. That is not leftism. Can a communist exist for elites while the ANCAP exists for the middle class? So what you're kind of describing there, anarcho-capitalist so you're kind of describing 1984 there? A little bit? I think it might be the other way around for 1984 from the book. The book might actually be the other way around, communist for the people, and then ANCAP for the elite. So what is the opposite of that? I don't know. It would be weird if we had communists for the elites and then ANCAP for the rest of the people. That would be a weird time. I don't know what I would make of that. Yeah, I'm not finding the thing. There's too many. There's too many in here. So I'm just gonna skip on. Uh-oh. There he is. Ha-ha, I got him. All right. It's Bobo time. Oops. Okay. Hi, everybody. Whoa. It's Bobo, the baby bark boy. Hello, Bobo. Say hello to the people. He snuck under my feet to try and get a bone that he hid there earlier. Yeah, I know. I smell like dinner. It's Bobo. He's a bark boy. Yeah. You on? It's not time for bed yet. You got a couple hours yet.
Love you, Bobo.
So Bobo is the little guy who he licks my toes. It's very hard to live stream with a dog licking your toes. It's not easy, but I can pull it off. He hides bones under my desk because the other dog doesn't come up here very often. Okay, yeah, he's down by my feet. Okay. So what the hell was I doing? What was I doing? I was going to do a politics stream. Yeah. All right. I got some funny links to look at. Let's look at some funny links. Let's look at some silly, funny, cool links. Right. Where is my thing? Window capture. Ready to go. To there. Bam. All right. This lady got booed at a college thingy. Let's watch and laugh at her.
The rise of artificial intelligence is the next industrial revolution. Oh, whoa. What happened? Okay, I struck a chord. May I finish? Only a few years ago, AI was not a factor in our lives.
That makes the people cheer. She's not a public speaker. Well, she probably speaks to this thing, but she's not like going online and arguing with people. She is overselling it, maybe, the new industrial revolution, but that's what the AI people are telling us, that it is coming and it is going to be a big deal. But these college kids don't like it. They're like, no, we don't like it.
Okay.
So, silly little thing, silly fun stuff. That one just made me laugh because you get the opposite little things. You get the people who are all about it and the people who are against it, and then a lot of the college kids. Because there was that college kid last week who like showed his entire Chat GPT log, which is what got him from through college, and then they canceled his diploma. And don't show it off, boss. Chat GPT is like your genitals, man. Don't show it off in public, and don't force it down anybody's throat. Okay, just follow those two rules, and you'll be fine. If you use it for something, then that's fine. If you use it for a little bit, that's fine. But don't brag about it. Beef jerky. There's beef jerky underneath my desk because the dog is hiding it under the desk. Because my wife gives him beef jerky to eat, and he doesn't want to eat it right now. He's saving it for later. They have to sell that somehow. Yeah. So back to the thing. So I've got some links here. So as I was saying, in last stream, a lot of people were mad at me for suggesting that Republicans are racist. They were mad at me. They were unhappy with me suggesting that. And so I went to the internet and just randomly found some Republicans being racist. I didn't have to look very hard. I mean, it was right there. It was right there in front of me. This just happened the other day.
So, Congressman, how do you measure that? How do you enforce that? I've seen how other countries measure it. I know what they do in Turkey. How do we do it? How do we measure assimilation?
Assimilation. You know who has straight-faced discussions about assimilation? Nazis. They just do. They love talking about that kind of shit. Fascists who are interested in blood and soil talk a lot about assimilation. How much is too much? How much is not enough? Are we being outbred by the people of a different race? God, this is not a good look, guys. You don't want to be having that kind of conversation.
Like the senator said, the first thing one of the things we have to do in this process, we have to deport, and then you analyze those folks that are coming into this country. You got to love this country. You have to have bring something to the table.
Gotta love the country, and you gotta be worth it. You gotta be a human being that has more value than others.
Have a job sponsor instead of coming here and getting on welfare. And look, the numbers are unsustainable as they are. This isn't me being prejudiced. This is simple math. We have deficits that are growing. We have spending that's out of control. President Trump is working to get those numbers, back in line, but that takes time. Meanwhile, the Biden administration allowed our country to be invaded.
Nonsense.
We're taking a stand and saying enough is enough. We want our country back. And if you don't love this country, if you don't want to be a part of our country and provide and be a part of our society, you can get the hell out.
You can get the hell out.
Seems pretty intuitive. I don't know how that can be.
Pretty intuitive. You either do exactly what we want you to and look the way we think we want you to look and act the way we want you to act and love the country just the way we tell you to love it, or else you can get out. Blood and soil. Those are the best two words to describe fascism. It's a big part of fascism, assuming your culture is shit enforcing anyone that doesn't know words. Yeah. Blood and soil. If your rhetoric, the idea you're pushing for is this is our soil and this is the ethnicity and or bloodline that belongs on it, you're doing fascism. I see the clowns as overcompensating for immigration and economic system is exploit taxpayers and just keep justify the ways things they are. To an extent, that guy does want that, but he wants blood and soil politics. That's my definition for fascism, and I think it's the best distillation down to just two words. If you have to bring it down to two words.
Accused of being prejudiced, I mean anything. Whether or not you're a company, a family, or a nation would be asking, should the people we invite into our front door who might be joining that company, family, or country actually want to? Or do they want to come in here and ruin it?
Ruin it. And he shows a picture of some people trying to cross the border back in 2023. So assuming that they just want to ruin it because they don't want to be exactly like you is telling, I think. He sees them come in and act like themselves, but not act like him. That's why he's upset about assimilation. If these immigrants were coming in here and getting a job and moving to the suburbs and having 2.5 kids and being straight Christian people, then he would allow it. They would be assimilating, you see. But if they come in here and live in an inner city, that's not assimilation. If they come in here and don't get married or be a gay person, then that's not assimilation, damn it. He's upset with that idea. And then, let's see, we got another one. Let's see. Bam. Assimilate or go home. Senator Tommy Tuberville. He's a senator.
Islamists aren't coming here looking for a better life. That's a true fallacy.
That's a true fallacy. He tried to use the word fallacy, but didn't know what it meant. Fallacies are hard. It's a big word. It's an important word. It's a fancy word for somebody from Alabama. I understand that. I've been to Alabama. Most of them don't know what the word fallacy means. Let's keep listening to it, though.
They're coming here to impose their radical beliefs on us and to mooch off the American taxpayers. Game, set, match. That's exactly why they're here. They're
games. Just throw a sports term in there. He doesn't even know. Does he know what sport game, set, match comes from? I bet he doesn't, because it's tennis, isn't it? Like, does this guy think tennis is a sport you should be playing? He'd probably call it he'd probably use the F slur to describe anybody who plays tennis.
They're coming to impose everything they possibly can on the United States of America, get by with it, and tear us down at the same time. They have no...
They're coming to steal all your money, and they're going to stop us from collecting money. They're going to tear down the government that is feeding them. They're going to steal your job. They're going to steal your unemployment, because they will be stealing your job and unemployed at the same time. So they're going to steal your job and steal your unemployment check. They're going to steal your Social Security. They're going to steal your identity. They're going to steal all the food. They're going to steal all the desks in school so that you can't put your kids there. And they're going to steal all of the medical beds. You're not going to be able to go to the hospital because it's going to be filled with Muslim jihadis.
No interest in adapting to American national identity.
National identity. You know who talks about national identity? White nationalists. People who I would call fascists.
They want to change the national identity to mirror their death cult Islamic beliefs.
To mirror their Islamic death cult beliefs. You know who sounds like a cult to me? MAGA. They just built a golden calf statue of Donnie just the other day. And then they all stood around it and said some magic spells. And then when they die, they expect that their scoreboard will get them into heaven. And it's fucking disgusting. The MAGA is a death cult. And he's upset that it's not more powerful.
You heard that. They're here to kill us all.
They're here to kill us all. Oh, this guy's amazing. Assimilate or go home. The Muslims are all here to kill us all, you guys. And YouTube chats, not YouTube chat, but in my YouTube comments from last week's video, just people screaming at me about how Republicans aren't racist. And it's actually the Democrats that are the people who did slavery. It was the Democrats, you see, what did slavery. They know that part of the history, but they don't know the history of the party swap. And if you mention that to them, they just fly away and claim victory. They tell me that the Republican Party was the party of Lincoln. I was in my YouTube comments quite a few times. And I'll believe that when they stop carrying around the Confederate flag. Honestly. Republicans are the party of Lincoln. Now watch as we storm the Capitol with our Confederate flags. Fucking nonsense, man. If you saw a truck driving down the street and it has a Confederate flag on it, who did he vote for? Who did he vote for? Was it Joe Biden? Was it Sleepy Joe? Was it Kamala? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I don't carry a Confederate flag, and there was many glowies on Jan 6. The many glowies. I don't know what a glowy is. Sorry, boss. But the YouTube comments were very fun. I just jammed them out as best. Like, oh, feds. Okay, yeah. Well, of course there were. There are plenty of feds. But that's because they know who's going to pop off and act stupid. And it's going to be the Proud Boys, the militias, the right-wing agitators. They're the ones that are going to pop off. And the feds were there as responders too. Yeah. So I am entirely fine and happy with the things that I said. If anybody watched that video and didn't like what I had to say, I can find evidence like this all the time of Republicans being interested in blood, soil, and national identity. And I don't like it. That is anti-freedom, is the reason I would not like it. If you want to speak Spanish, you can. I want you to have that freedom. But he doesn't. You should only speak the broken Southern English that he speaks. Or else you're not assimilating and you need to go home. Doesn't matter if you're born here. If you were born here, are you free to speak the language you want? You should be. Maybe you'll have some difficulty interacting with people, but that's your choice too. That guy doesn't want you to have freedom. He wants to control you. Tommy Tuberville is not interested in your freedom. Tommy Tuberville thinks freedom is being a straight white cis man in the suburbs. That's freedom. You see, if you have chosen to do anything else, if you choose to be a black, queer, trans person in the inner city, well, then you didn't do your freedom right. You don't get to vote. You shouldn't be in charge of anything. We shouldn't listen to you. You clearly don't know how anything works. You don't know what America is because you've chosen to be all those things. So I don't have much respect for Republicans who push national identity. It's nonsense. I think Tommy's just concerned about cultural incompatibility with Sharia law, like what's going on in the UK. What's going on in the UK is exaggerated, and it's exaggerated here in America. Nobody's putting together Sharia law. Nobody's pushing Sharia law in real places. It's exaggerated by fascists who want to take your money and get your vote. So I haven't seen any evidence that it's actually happening. The grooming gangs that were all over the podcasts a few years ago were exaggerated and never actually happened. A lot of them. A lot of it, some violent things did happen, but it was exaggerated. and on podcasts, and then it becomes a meme, just like the caravans. I'm still waiting for a caravan to come by. I don't know if Shinsento's in chat, but he's been waiting for caravans in Texas for years, and they haven't come by. He hasn't seen any because they're not real. They try and scare up votes and stuff like that. That's what Tommy Tuberville is doing. He's trying to scare up votes. He's trying to scare the old people who vote for him because of his skin color and his tone of voice and his sports metaphors, I assume, because he was a coach. He was Coach Tommy Tuberville. He was a football coach. And that makes him good at government. Makes him great at government because he knows how to coach the team. He knows how to bring people together, assuming they're all there for the same reason and the same race. He can get them to cross the finish line. Yeah, great, boss. Everybody who shows up on the football team wants to play football and wants to score points and wants to move the ball forward. It's not how government works. The people in government are going to disagree with you and not want to move the ball to this side, but instead move it the other direction. I don't trust him. It's probably because Middle Easterners aren't boarding the U.S. like U.S. Yeah, I know. And they need immigration needs to be done right. But the Republican plan of building a wall, first of all, is pointless and dumb, and it won't do any damn thing. The wall is worthless. It's a gigantic, and it's not even worse. It's worse than worthless. It's a giant money sink that will bankrupt us and accomplish nothing. The wall will not work, but they love it because they're dumb. They need to see a big, strong wall to feel better. Then it needs to be done properly, and you need to have a path for citizenship. I'm on board with like charging people, especially if they came in illegally or overstayed a visa. Charge them a fine. Put it on their taxes, and then make them pay for it. I'm on board for that. But give them a path. Let them know what the rules are. Let them know what the system is. Right now, we don't have a system. We just have judges making fly by the seat of their pants calls based on their own politics. The immigration judges will say yes or no just based on whatever the fuck they feel like it. There's very loose laws when it comes to those kinds of things. Same reason prohibition fails is with the just because it creates a black market for the supplier. Yeah, absolutely, and which is why we need to have laws set up the right way. But Republicans change those laws based on their feelings. Whenever they feel like they need to shit on a Dem, they scream, "Open borders, open borders, open borders." Joe Biden had open borders. No, he didn't. Joe Biden never had open borders. Never did. But they say it 18 times a day. Never was true. Obama's Marxist communist. No, he wasn't. He never was. But you can't trust them. You can't listen to them. So that it was that. Let's close that one and that one. Oh, shit. I wanted that one. Damn it. It was another one of the videos. Damn. All right. We're making YouTube videos is what we're doing. So I have to go back to the thing. I have to click the button. I have to click the button to find the thing that I want to look at. Damn it. And it was here and here. Okay. Yeah, this one. Okay. All right. Imagine that didn't happen. Editor YouTube, Waldo, the editor, editing Waldo, will you edit this out of the YouTube video? But here we go. Another prime example of Republican racism is that this was posted by Donald Trump.
You got a pickup order?
Oh, yes, ma'am. What's the order name?
Bridget.
Oh, yes. Bridget. Okay. Which one was the order name, ma'am?
National potato.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, my God.
What? What's wrong?
The order just canceled. I think the customer just canceled the order.
Girl, you would... Hold on, let me see.
So the lady doing the DoorDash canceled the order.
Let me
steal
see.
the food.
Here you go.
She canceled the order.
Who did that?
Oh. Do you see her? Where did she go?
Oh, she's right by the door. I think she just left.
Oh, no, I'm tired of this. Oh, no, I'm tired of this. Every time I turn around. This her? Yeah, this her. Hello. Can I help you? Ma'am, why did you just cancel that order?
What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
What did you this is straight fucking recording.
Oh my God, girl, yes. I am recording you because for one, you just got to.
First of all, this is probably a fake video. I don't believe this at all. I don't think you'd steal the food and then sit out in the parking lot. You'd drive away. Second, even if it is true, stealing food is one of the lowest forms of crime that I can ever imagine ever being upset about. And why is the president posting this at like 4 a.m?
Taking the order and you sit up there and you here eating up people's food.
Baby, it ain't even your food. What is you worried about it for? You still get your coin?
Oh no, baby.
Girl, you can call whoever you need to call.
Oh, I'm gonna call because I'm gonna get you fired, honey.
Girl, we gotta go. Oh, hurry up.
She's cramming the food in her face. It's sensationalism, yeah. Engagement with it, yeah, absolutely. And then he posted this one too of a black guy flipping over a table. Why is the president posting this? I think I know why he's posting this. Because he is a low-class, bottom basement, gutter racist. Plain and simple. He hates black people because they are black people. He hates them for what they are, for how they act and what they do. He hates them. And he does not want them to have any kind of political power. And the Republicans, especially the ones in the South, including Tommy Tuberville, are going to work their asses off to make sure they don't have voices any longer. That is what the SCOTUS decision was about. That's why I made that video about it. And even though it got a lot of views and a lot of downvotes and a lot of thumbs downs, I stand by it entirely. So yeah, that was that. That was all of that. So I'm going to edit that and turn it into a YouTube video. Editor Waldo will take all of that and then put it into a YouTube video, and then you can watch it if you missed the live stream. I don't think that's unique to black people. It's just prevalent because many of them are easy punching. Yeah, absolutely. That's a poor person kind of a thing, but it stands out in his mind, in the mind of the people who made the video and posted the video and reposted the video, because they look for those things to reinforce their biases. They feel like black people are something else and something different and something beneath them. And then once they see it, it resonates and it sticks in their brain, and then they share it and they let everybody know because that makes them feel superior. And I don't like it. I see it from the president. I don't like that. And then, yeah, this affirmative action, I Googled that to make sure we understand what it was, because I think it is valuable. Again, I guess I haven't switched topics yet. Anyway, have I? That if there were actual historic racist laws, you would need positive actions to reverse them. Just by getting rid of the whites only drinking fountain sign doesn't change the damage that you did with that sign over the past however many years. It doesn't help the people who are still stuck in their ways. You have to take affirmative action. You have to take positive steps to give them an extra bit of voice because they have been held down for so long. Is that race-based? Yes, it is. Most of the black districts in those southern states are based on race, but it's because the people in charge would give them nothing if we didn't force them to give them a little bit. There's a whole media food prison complex for making people fat, stupid, afraid. Yeah, I know. And it's not helpful that, well, now we're getting into RFK's bit. RFK will tell you that the food industry has filled their food with poisonous sugar chemicals that keep people addicted. It hits the inside of your brain and it keeps you from being able to put it down and stop eating. So yeah, he will do that. And then you have to take what's that new fat drug? What's the drug? Ozempic. So yeah, the chemical company gets you addicted to their food, and then the chemical company gets you addicted to Ozempic. So yeah, that's my RFK. What else we got to look at tonight? What do we got? Oh, see, I just like this one. Harry Simpson is a absolute super lib. Harry Simpson is a super duper lib, and I apologize, but this is good. This is just good. When you break it down like this, it highlights the insanity. Trump had one of his worst mental health episodes yet last night, posting over 55 times in 3 hours. Here's the list. 10:15 accuses Obama of attempting a coup in 2016. 10:15 says Obama worked with CIA to overthrow Trump. 10:15 reposts tweet saying Obama is a traitor and that he should be arrested. 10:22 attacks Dominion voting systems for 2020 election, saying they switched votes. That's a giant fucking lie. 10:22 says Fulton County, Georgia had their 2020 fraud exposed. No, they didn't. 2023 accuses Obama of personally making $120 million from Obamacare. How? Boss, Obamacare just paid health insurance companies. If he owned stock in health insurance companies, like I could see how you would say that, but unlike Donald Trump, he divested himself from his investments beforehand. Let's see. Then what else we got? We got 10:23 cites quack lawyer Sidney Powell on the 2020 election. She got sued for the lies she told in court. 10:24 post fake JFK Jr. account that says Obama wiretapped Trump Tower. 10:27 demands Senator Mark Kelly resign. 10:29 claims either Biden nor Harris were in charge of the Biden admin. Who was it then? The deep state? Why are they still there? Why are the deep state's still around, apparently? 10:29 attacks Fulton County, Georgia again. 10:29 posts Fox News clip about Representative Ro Khanna. He's got one of them Muslim names. You got to be careful. 10:30 demands Jack Smith be arrested. Jack Smith's never committed any crimes. 10:30 accuses Obama, Clinton, and Comey of treason. 10:39 reposts a tweet from MAGA accounts saying that they have secret intel proving Clinton and Obama committed crimes. Folks, I've got secret intel from MAGA proving that Clinton and Obama committed crimes. Reposts a 10:39 posts a 10:39 reposts a MAGA tweet saying Hillary Clinton should be sent to Haiti. just like for vacation. I mean, I'm sure they've got a nice beach there somewhere. 10:40 says that the DOJ is working hard to arrest his enemies for treason. I don't think they are, boss. 10:40 reposts a tweet attacking his own DOJ and Todd Blanche for no arrests of political enemies. I'm glad that they're working hard and they're doing a bad job in the same minute. You know? 10:40 posts a TikTok video of people stealing from a convenience store. Again, gutter racism. 10:41 posts a TikTok of someone taking a DoorDash order. So that's the one we just watched. 10:41 accuses Obama, John Brennan, and Clinton of sedition and treason again. He doesn't know what sedition means. 10:42 posts a video of a man on CCTV footage knocking the food over. We saw that one too. 10:47 calls Obama the most demonic force in American demonic. Folks, Obama's a pot-bellied atheist who smells like sulfur. He is the most demonic force in existence. 10:47 posts a tweet from Mike Flynn saying the 2020 election wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. 10:49 saying attacks Dominion again, claiming they stole the 2020 election. Nope. 10:51 reposts a fake Charlie Kirk account that claimed Obama blocked Hillary Clinton from being prosecuted. For what? We hadn't even gotten to buttery emails yet. Buttery mails. But when Obama was his frame of time, his time frames are all jacked up too. He's got the dementia. He's thinking that Hillary was president before Obama because he's got dementia. 10:53 claims Obama was part of Hillary Clinton's emails in some way. Okay, so okay, you were president when the emails thing happened, boss. 11:28 claims a senior Democrat just testified under oath that Senator Adam Schiff leaked classified information. 113 attacks the New York Times for reporting on the reflecting pool. So yeah, that's good. That's such good stuff. And since we're on the Trump train, we might as well finish it off. Trump hit with a loss as a court declines to rehear suit against key presidential enemies. Which ones? He's got so many. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Comey, and dozens of other defendants. So the court has heard it and said, no, we're not going to rehear this because it's nonsense, and threw it out of court. Trump filed a lawsuit in the United States District Court for the Southern District of Florida, alleging that the defendants conspired to falsely claim his campaign had colluded with Russia during the 2016 election. The district court initially dismissed the lawsuit. Afterward, Trump and his then attorney, Alina Habba, were hit with 1 million sanctions for filing frivolous claims and pleadings. So not only is it horseshit, it's nonsense, it's not true. The court gave them $1 million fine for wasting the court's time. But what does this mean for MAGA? This turns into deep state conspiracy. It must have been the court must have been a leftist court. It must have been one of them activist judges we heard all about. Fox News tells me about these activist judges. Hang on, let me put on my hat. Fox News tells us all about these activist judges. I tell you what, the activist Democrat aligned judges, okay, they have taken all of the true things that Donald Trump said and just thrown them out. He made actual legitimate laws and accusations against Hillary Clinton and then just threw them the hell out because they're crooked. Can't trust none of one of them. So, as usual, it got thrown out because it's nonsense, which is great. We should throw the nonsense out. I went looking for a dog, but he's down here and he's about to fall asleep. So I'm not going to grab him. We're not going to have another break for dog boys. What are we doing? Oh yeah, okay. Here we go. We got to get through one or two more politics. Then we're going to play the Donald Trump video game. There's a new game out, you guys. New Donald Trump video game. We're going to play it live on stream as soon as we get done with good old buddy Zoran Mamdani. So Zoran Mamdani, he did a good thing.
New York, it's executive budget season. I'm proud to announce that our city's budget is fully balanced. This budget isn't just about numbers on a page. It determines if our libraries get funded, if a street is safe to cross, if snow is actually shoveled after a storm. And you deserve to know exactly how we got here. We inherited a $12 billion budget deficit.
$12 billion deficit. And now it's balanced. Isn't that fiscal responsibility? He's the left-leaning, super scary Muslim guy with the funny name. Look, his middle name is Kwame. Good Lord, he's got to be an Al-Qaeda member, right? And here he is, winning elections, being popular, wearing a suit properly, which half of DC can't do, and balancing a budget.
We are speaking about a fiscal crisis at the scale greater than the Great Recession. Was the Great Recession? Great Recession. Many said the only way out of this was slashing services and passing an austerity budget. We rejected that. After months of painstaking work, that deficit is now zero. Our city is now on firm financial ground. We achieved this in two major ways: increasing revenue and support from Albany, and cutting waste and finding savings here in New York City.
Now, number one, first of all, that is kind of it might be kind of a dick move. The biggest city, well, it is a pretty damn important city. New York's kind of a big deal. Took more taxes from the state of New York to balance their budget. That doesn't surprise me. If you want to live in upstate New York, you're paying taxes for New York City, and that's good. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it is the city that's subsidizing all of the fucking suburbs. Usually. But New York still has people who live in the city, unlike most of the other big cities in the country where people don't live there. They just drive in from their, I live in the suburbs, and on the weekends, sometimes I drive into the city and drink beer and throw axes and run around and act like a goober and then go home. That's not good for cities, though. I wish people could live in cities. Again.
Hello, I am Bisky.
Oh, hi, Bisky. We're talking about the politics, and then we're going to play a Donald Trump video game. So stick around.
Jeez, that was so loud.
Is it too loud? Let me check the audio.
Audio.
It is a little bit high. But
scared TF out of me.
All right, we're going to watch the rest of Zoran Mamdani. So, number one, the city being paid for by the state
OMG, I
taxes
love
is fine.
Mamdani.
Yeah, I know. He's great. And he's balanced the budget. He's a leftist who they told us he was going to ruin the entire state and ruin the entire world and institute Sharia law. But now he's been fiscally responsible and
he is
balanced the
handsome.
budget. And he is handsome. Exactly. Bisky knows.
Support from Albany and cutting waste and finding savings here in New York City. Thanks to Governor Hochul, State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, Assembly Speaker Carl Hasty, and months of organizing from New Yorkers, we tax the rich. That tax alone will raise $500 million per year.
They tax the rich.
That's not
Oh
all.
my
Thanks to
God.
Governor Hochul and our partners in Albany, we finally got a better deal for New York City. We're getting billions more from the state to help tackle the gap. At the same time, we've
Did
been
he
pouring
tax
over the city
Elon?
budget to identify savings. We reduced unnecessary overtime and found smarter ways for government to deliver services. This all added up to $1.77 billion in total savings. Our budget isn't just about closing deficits. It's about building a city New Yorkers can actually afford. On day 8 of our administration, we announced a historic partnership with Governor Hochul to finally deliver universal childcare. That's $1.2 billion in new funding from Albany. And this was just the beginning. Investments in citywide trash containerization, cheaper groceries, safer streets, relief for taxi drivers are all on the way. And we're increasing funding for libraries, parks, and cultural institutions. I promise to make sure you were part of this budget process every step of the way. This is your city. These are your tax dollars. And this budget should reflect your priorities. We're proud to put forward a budget for the working people of this city. And we're going to do it again next year, and next year, and next year.
That was the furthest left-leaning candidate in the entire race. And he's balanced the budget. Taxing the rich people works. It's what they've been telling us for years. It's what Bernie's been telling us for a very long time, that you have to tax the people with money. It's very hard to tax poor people. They don't have anything. Yes, there are a lot of them, and I know they can all chip in a little bit. Did he tax Elon specifically? No. I don't think Elon is a resident of New York or New York State. And that, you're right, Stagflate. That is a lot of promises. But he's already gotten one of them done in 90 days or something. I think it's only been a couple of months, and he's already got the thing balanced. And as usual, somebody's mad at him. So who's mad at him? Wait, where'd it go? Oh, no. I got blocked. Can I read this? I want to read it. Oh, damn it. Damn it. I'm paying them to read it. Let me see if I can cheat my way in. Hang on. Derp. Well, anyway, it was people very unhappy that he taxed their second homes. Not you heard me. You heard me. People said he taxed our second homes, and that's unacceptable. Where'd you go? Damn it. Let me see if I can find it again. No, we don't want to see that again. Damn it. Anyway, it was a bunch of rich people whining. Ah, man. And now I can't watch it because now I can't read it because I didn't read it fast enough for the login thing. Anyway, a lot of very unhappy people are mad that he's taxing their second homes. And then a lot of other people are saying, but motherfucker, I don't have one home. And you're crying because you got taxed on the second one that you can afford. Fuck off. And I agree with them. That's entirely the way it should be. Let the voters get what they voted for. Yeah, absolutely. They voted for a leftist who's doing leftism, which is great. He taxed the rich, and the rich did not vote for him. It was the poor people. It was the proles. It was the sad underclass that said, hey, I love all of these promises he's making. And then they took a chance and they voted for him. And now he's doing good things. This is exactly why the centrist Dems were fighting so hard against him, fighting so hard to keep him out. He wants to get things done. Democrats don't want to do stuff. gross. Democrats hate doing stuff. They don't like voting for things. They don't like putting together like bills and stuff. Ugh. Yuck. Who has time for that? They do want to have a ceremonial day of trans visibility. They'll do that. But are they going to pass a bill to give them something? No. Are they going to pass a bill to make their lives better? No. No. They're going to name a highway after a trans activist or something like that. But they're not going to charge people with crimes for harming trans people. They're not going to put together some sort of bill to protect them from the people who hate them. No. They're not going to do that. I keep saying, and it keeps being true, that Democrats in the center do not want to do anything. Chuck Schumer doesn't want to take a stand on anything. He was very much against Zoran winning. He did not endorse Zoran. He wanted Cuomo to win, or Eric Adams, who are absolute pieces of shit. Eric Adams is a huge, corrupt piece of garbage who needs to be chased out of the country immediately. Cuomo is exactly the same. He is a corrupt old man who's used to doing things the old-fashioned way, which is stay in the party forever, raise a bunch of money for the party, and they'll all protect you, even if you do sexual harassment, which is what Cuomo did. That's why he had to stop being the governor. And then he ran for mayor. No, you should be run out of the country for being a bad person. We should abandon you. We should never hear your face. We should never hear your face again, and we should never see your voice, ever. Establishment animals. Yeah. That's the two other Democrats that were running, and that is who Schumer would have preferred, because they wouldn't have done anything. They wouldn't have a balanced budget. They wouldn't have taxed the rich people. They wouldn't have taxed second homes. They wouldn't have asked the governor for money to save them from their deficit. They would not have done any of those things. And that's what Chuck Schumer wants. Nothing. Do nothing. Solving problems means that you don't get to fundraise on the fear of them next time. Next election, Chuck Schumer doesn't get to say, oh, please donate so that I can solve our budget crisis in New York. No, he doesn't get to do that now. And that upsets him. He loves fundraising emails. That's like his whole job, is sending kick-ass fundraising emails so he can make a lot of money. It's very easy to craft a fundraising email if your opponent is Donald Trump. It's very easy to craft a cool, good fundraising email saying, here's what Donald did, here's what he said, here's a picture of him being a bore, being boorish, being a low rent, white trash, gutter racist. Here's a few photos of him doing that. Here's some things that he said. Give us $15. That's what Chuck Schumer's job actually is. When he takes any stance on any subject, he gets yelled at by somebody. Centrists have this wild idea, this insane notion that if they just become perfectly centered, exactly in the center, they will never get yelled at again. No one will ever argue with them, and they will get all the votes. And if they ever don't get all the votes, it's because they weren't perfectly centered, you see. And so they have to be more center, more perfectly center. And they're insane. This is a fucked up version of enlightenment or nirvana or something like that, or some Buddhist thing that I can't remember. But that's what they're trying to achieve. And they're out of their damn minds. Pick a side. Do something. Find something that's worth doing for the American people and do it. That's what Zoran did. And he's winning. He is the future. While Chuck Schumer is an old dinosaur. He is the past. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. So let's close this one. Oh, yeah, let's close this one. Close off this tab. And I don't don't care about this tab. I don't really care about that one. I don't care about that either. And we'll talk about this later. Maybe. Okay. I am going to talk about this one before we play the video game. And we are going to play the Donald Trump video game very soon. I just have to get through all the fun. You have to eat your vegetables before you have your dessert. Okay? So let's eat our vegetables. J.D. Vance announces suspension of $1.3 billion in Medicaid payments to California. The Trump administration is also warning all 50 states that it could freeze funding for the Medicaid fraud units unless they investigate and prosecute fraud by providers. So this is the next step in our civil war. It just is. It is. $1.3 billion to Medicaid means poor people can't go to the doctor anymore. Poor people won't go to the doctor anymore. Poor people will not get medical treatment for their problems, for their sicknesses, their illnesses, their injuries, their diseases, which will make the standard of living worse there. And that means that either California is going to have to pay for it themselves, which they might, to have a lot of money. And if they tax the wealthy people there, they could do the Zoran thing. They could do the thing that Zoran just did, where they tax the wealthy and then have money. They could do that. There's a lot of people in California. But are they going to do that? They have Gavin Newsom, who is not great. Not a big fan of him. He is one of those establishment animals that I don't really appreciate. He's not a left-leaning kind of a guy, and he will probably just sue the government over this. California gets like $90 billion in Medicaid payments a year, though. This thing says they might get $1.3 billion. I don't know. So they're only cutting it by 1.3? So they're getting 90 instead of 91.3? I would be interested in seeing how much they are getting, though. So if it's only 1.3, then maybe it's not so bad. It's still, somebody's not going to get that stuff. It's still cutting. Even if it's 1%, that's 1% more people that won't get what they need. And that irritates me because J.D. Vance is a liar. He's a criminal. He knows that there is no fraud, waste, and abuse. This is another bullshit smoke, blowing smoke up your ass thing that the Republicans have been doing. Fraud, waste, and abuse. There is none. Well, there's not none, but there's almost none. PayPal Mafia puppet. There's a lot less of it than they are telling you. They are exaggerating their lying, just like they lie and exaggerate every damn thing. Let's see. He said there are California taxpayers and American taxpayers who are being defrauded because California isn't taking this program seriously. But also you have to have people who have been prescribed medications that they don't even need. They've had drugs put into their body that they don't need because fraudsters have actually encouraged false prescriptions and false administration of medications. I don't believe him. Why do I not believe him? Because he's J.D. Vance and he lies a lot. Even if he came to me and told me that the sky was blue, I would be nervous and be like, I don't know. Is it? Shit. J.D. Vance is a big old liar. It's the boy who cried wolf kind of thing, is that he told you so. He's told me so many lies over the past several years, changed this story so many times that I don't believe him when he says this. It's all fabricated. Maybe they'll lose in court. And it wouldn't surprise me if that happens. But by then, the funding would be cut off. The people will suffer. They'll be mad at Gavin Newsom if the Fox News tells them to be mad at Gavin Newsom. And they're poor people who are possibly in rural areas pushing right-wing, being pushed right-wing propaganda anyway. So they might believe it. If Gavin Newsom gets crazy, if he gets a little wacky with it, if he gets a little crazy with it, he's going to start to push to withhold tax money from the federal government. That is the next step. This is the next step, cutting off federal funding to states, to blue states specifically, especially California, because one, it's really big. Two, it's what's the word? stereotypically considered the blue state, the most blue state, the most California, the most blue state, the furthest left. It's the left coast, right? So this is the next step in our coming civil war. If Gavin Newsom does something wacky, we'll be on the step after that and the step after that. We are slowly stepping towards a civil war. We are. And it's going to be rural versus urban people. It's not going to be north versus south. It's going to be city folks versus country folks. And it's not going to be pretty. It depends on how this midterm election goes, how much fuckery happens during the midterm, how many ICE agents are at the polls and how much damage they do, how many ballots that Donald Trump steals, and how many voting election machines he takes back to DC with him. The more of those there are, the more likely we are to get a civil war. The less of that happens, the less likely we are to get a civil war for now. So yeah, I just think that this is the next step within it. And if California gets froggy, it's going to get worse. We're going to get one step closer. And when we get one step closer, I'll be here to tell you about it. All right. So all of our vegetables have been eaten. We ate all our vegetables. Oh, yeah, hang on. You know who else does Medicaid fraud? Senator from Florida. The Republican Senator Rick Scott from Florida did Medicaid fraud. And he's a senator. J.D. Vance, you know him. J.D. Vance, the vice president, is the president of the Senate. The vice president breaks 50-50 ties in the Senate. You can go and talk to him anytime you want. He did Medicaid fraud. Maybe he shouldn't be in charge. Maybe he shouldn't be a senator. Maybe he should be behind bars. But because he's a billionaire, he did $1.7 billion settlement with the federal government. That's probably less than what he made in profit. He gets to walk free. And so is there fraud? Yeah, but it gets found. It's a big club and you ain't in it. Absolutely right. So yes, there is fraud, but it usually gets found out. It's found. The courts find it. If California doesn't think that there's a lot of it, I don't think that there is. 90% of the people on welfare are children, the elderly, and the disabled. 90%. So even if you got rid of all the fraud, if all of the other 10% is fraud, and I don't believe that it is, you'd only lower the amount we have to spend on welfare by 10%. And that's, at best, the kind of numbers you're going to look at with this Medicaid fraud and shit like that. It's going to be 1% of the total for the year, or 2%, or even in the wildest imagination, I could imagine 5 or 10, something like that. But even then, I don't think it's going to get that high because these people get found out. The system already works. It already catches people like Rick Scott. If there was wild, uncatchable, nobody's ever seen it corruption of fraud, waste, and abuse, he wouldn't have been caught. It's kind of that picture of the plane with the bullet holes all over it. You know what I'm talking about from World War II. They got the planes back and they measured all the bullet holes and they armored all where the bullet holes hit, and that was wrong. You should be putting the armor where the bullet holes aren't. So what? Okay, video game time. We ate our vegetables, and then I snuck another vegetable in there at you. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna play the video game. Here we go. And is it on the screen? Bam! Look at that. Look how good that is. Okay, Operation Epic Furious. I don't know if there's any audio for this game, but let's find out. Let's click start. Ba-ding. Another big, beautiful day as the best president ever. Uh-oh, another one of your executive orders was halted by the courts. Oh no. Order Diet Cokes or invade Iran? I'm going to invade Iran. Yeah. The whole civilization will die tonight and be brought back again. Pete Haig said, "Hey boss, just saw your Truth Social. You declared war on Iran." Hell yeah. Some call it a war. I call it a revolution. Renovating my Middle East ballroom. My delts are combat ready. Let's liberate some oil. Go outside, borrow Kid Rock's helicopter to get to the war zone. Okay. Would you like to burn an Epstein file? Yeah. There are 31,242,309 Epstein files remaining. I wonder if it actually goes down. Would you like to burn an Epstein file? Oh, it did. It went down by one. Oh, that's a lot. Not right now. Maybe later. It's a piss-colored statue. It's not gold. You guys know that, right? It's not gold. It's piss. We just got some loose documents back there. Can I get back there? Can I get them? No. Okay. The golden phone that Tim Apple gave him. Who's this? Mr. President, thank you for renovating the safest country in God's green earth. You like my cool new jacket? It says female body inspector. Nice. Good job. Cash Patel. Keep it up. Keep up the good work, buddy. All right, what do we got? We got more pictures of Trump. That's great. This is Melania. Melania. I would never on the Epstein jet. Did you burn the bar jet? I'm working on it. What aren't you waiting for? I put them in your outlet next to the fireplace. It's not easy to control. But that makes sense. I said that's gotta be okay. Bobby, how are we doing on the CDC? I'm where I'm operating this empty Kennedy vessel. Are we cutting through the red tape? I cut off a raccoon penis for my collection. That seems about right. I love that he doesn't have a shirt on and his head's off. Oh, we got the map. We in the war room. Here we go. Is that Kid Rock? No, Steel Fawn. Okay, great. Let's roll, bro. I'm the press now. All of it. My son says you're very good. Very insightful. Cocaine will turn you into a damn owl, homie. Can I just check that out? Okay. He is hugging Epstein piss statue. Okay, so we got the helicopter here. Who's this little guy? This is little Marco. Wait, before you go, stealing oil may be a war crime. Let's call it something else then. How about lube? Genius, sir. People love stealing lube from Diddy. Ready to rock Iran back into the Stone Ages? Yes, hell yes, or not yet? Let's hell yes. Watch your ass, Iran. President Trump's coming. I'll fight this war and win it by hamburger o'clock. Okay. America, the college years. Remember, this is now reading their Trump language. Gotta be ready. Gotta be prepared. Now, okay. Mr. President, your masculinity is overwhelming. Capture all of the lube in Iran and ship it home through the always open Strait of Hormuz. Thanks, JD. And I fill out a few more of those cognitive tests for you, Tee. Alright, is this a city? Uh-oh, a terrorist. terrorists. Oh no. Terrorists emerged. Civilian terrorists emerged. Okay. We're going to fight or we're going to taco? We're going to fight. With attack. Civilian terrorists. He took 19 political damage. 17 political damage. Fight with magic. We have magic. Heal the bone spur. Restore 65% of political damage. We don't need that yet. Which specials? The Jesus powered tomahawk. Powerful attack on the enemy. We don't need that one yet. And we might run out of missiles. So yeah, you're right. Items. We have a Big Mac. It's okay. We're just going to attack some. Donald Trump was victorious. 50 experience point. Oh, 13
I am
gold.
angry.
Game of Jam, you're angry? Come on, this is great. He's down to level 6. Mara Laser added to abilities. Mara Laser. The Lord shouldn't be able to change rent from what it was initially agreed upon. They do it just to gouge as much money out of you as they can. Absolutely. Fuck landlords. They are a blight upon our civilization. Okay, we're going to drop the missile. Alright, we're going to do the special. The tomahawk to the angry terrorists. No, I think, is this a young man terrorist or is that a lady terrorist? Oh, he counterattacked. Nice. Point. Now level 7. Alternate facts. Added to abilities. Alternate facts. I gotta lose. 1. 2 more to go. That's just water. What am I doing? It's Elon Musk doing a secret now. Nice. Alright, Elon Musk. Oh, hi, Donald. I'm just here watching over the bones of my sworn enemies, international aid workers. That sounds about right. Yep. I think we're done with that. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, we'll go to the next city. Time to go. Call in the drone strike. It's just gone. It's dead. It's gone. It's destroyed. Let's go back to the. Can we go into the base? Yeah. Cheeseburger? Yeah. Local power, magic power storage. Another piss statue. There's Kid Rock. Oh no, it's the Obot. Are there any Iran podcasts I should guest on before we blow all of this up? We can burn more. No. Sorry, I have a bad case of ED, epic destruction. Also the other one. Now get back out there and continue to crush these gains. Alright. Let's do Cash Patel again. DEFCON 2, sir, the keg is super phony and we lost both of the beer pong balls. Oh no. How can I play beer pong without it? What are you doing with your arm? This? I'm pointing towards the future. Space. Actually, while you're here, could you help me find something? Yeah. I seem to have misplaced one of my illegitimate children. Could you help me find him? I hate babies, but I guess I could. His name is 1000101. Forget non-binary. This baby is only binary. Please find 1000101. Okay. Find one of Elon's babies. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the orangest of them all? Take it up. No? Mr. President, I fired all the Iranian intelligence officials, like you said, and replaced them with Grok. Turns out this facility is a secretive criminal headquarters of operational losers. That's right, school. A school. My son Eric was defeated by one of those. Oh, Matt Gates is here. Great. Oh, hey, fancy meeting you here. Of course, he's at the school. Oh no, a school shot. Iranian schoolgirls emerged. Let's go. Yeah, he just did a victorious escape. Alright, we're gonna do magic on them. Alternative facts. Oh, he psyched himself up. He's got a special power of 100. Mara laser. Take that, children. Donald J. Trump was victorious, 50 XP. He's now level 8. Power grab. Power grab. We're gonna power grab the children. It'll cost 50. Charge up first. There we go. There we go. Special power grab. What did it say at the top? I'll read it again. Grab that. 644 damage. Full pardon antidote abilities. Nice. We got the loot again. Oh, there's a trophy out there. Yeah, trophy. Gotta get all the achievements. Burger. You've won the Taco Bell Ceasefire Awards. That's it. Okay. Great. Let's send in the drones. Ready? Let's get them in there. Call in the drone strike. Maybe Matt Gates was still inside there. Maybe. Some idiot blew up a bridge. Yeah. Wonder who. Oh, well, who we got down here? Careful, this old dude is pissed because someone drank all his sacramental wine or whatever. I turned water into wine. I've done it many times. People are amazed. Sir, does that make you a doctor? Sure does. Alright, what else we got? Oh, that's poison. Don't step in the poison, dummy. Oh, God, poison. Oh, no. Vampire. No, it's the Pope. Nice. Weak on crime, Pope. My son. We're called to heal, not destroy. I'll heal this whole country. Tremendous healing, like the pit. By the way, the pit, very dingy. Make it beautiful. Beautiful pits. Crime Pope. Alright, we gotta get our special power first. Magic. What's a full part? Trump shields himself from consequence. Invincible for 4 turns. Wow. We'll do facts. Wow. Special power. But not to special. We're gonna drop up tomahawk on it. Oh no. It might be invincible. What do we do? How do we beat the Pope? I might have to talk. I might have to
This shit is so fucking funny.
I'm glad you like it, okay? I keep doing damage. He's got the power. I haven't done power grab to him. But he doesn't have it anymore. We'll do it anyway. must be taking out an action because he's invincible. I should come back when I'm stronger than you. Yeah.
Game volume is too high. We can't hear you.
Ah, okay. I can lower that. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. We're gonna tackle. Start of a victorious escape. Yeah, we can't beat the Pope yet. Is this a thing? No. Can I sneak down here? No. He's got the oil I need. Maybe Hagseth knows how I can beat the Pope. Oh, okay. Let's ask Hagseth how to do it. Having trouble with the Pope? Yes, I like his brother, the MAGA one. The Pope is so weak I can't even defeat him. This Pope is so weak I can't even defeat him. I know, let's say a prayer. Maybe that'll work. Great idea. I know one from Pulp Fiction. Dear Lord, I say what again? I say dare you. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Amen. Trump gained a new magic spell. 2 Corinthians. Oh, man. Now we got him. Now we got him. I'm back. Very normal hands. Maybe better than normal. Bigger. Less bruised. Doctors have said, wow. We got Crime Pope is there again. Let's do the magic. We've got 2 Corinthians. The path of the righteous man. Oh, he took 777 damage. Wow. The opposite of 666. Amazing. Donald Trump is now level 10. Manosphere added to abilities. Oh, and we got the Manosphere. And we got all the oil we needed. And the Pope is apparently, we woke him from his coffin, I guess. How do I get down there to that hamburger? Oh, I guess it's out here, isn't it? Derp. I gotta get the achievements. I gotta get all the burgers. Punk burger. Iran's going to need one hell of an infrastructure week. Oh, what is... Oh, God, is it Putin? It's the Centaur. It's Centaur Putin. Ah, I got to do a Russian guy accent. Okay, Russian guy accent. You can do it, Waldo. Hello, Donald. Little Donald, how you have so much to learn. I started a war of attrition, but you let Jimmy Kimmel survive in Russia. He would be banished to Siberia, or even worse, TBS. Okay, I come away from the starting of life. I want to, but I can't. I'll do that thing where I dress up like your daughter. I can't do Russian accent. I don't know. It's like the easiest accent in the world. I can't do it. Couch Depot. Oh, no. I don't want to see this. Am I going to get banned? Oh, no. Don't let JD Vance be here. Sir, what are you doing here? Just dominating the expansion of the American Empire. Wait, what is this place? It's not what you think, but unrelated. I seem to have lost my couch stain remover. Can you help me find it? Yeah, stain remover. Thank goodness. I'll just continue dominating the Ottoman Empire. Come talk to me when you found my cleaner. Okay, let's find this couch cleaner.
Tears of joy.
I wonder if it's here. I have to go somewhere else for it. Maybe it's outside. Yeah, here we go. This is a rocket. Oh, there's a baby. This is Elon's baby. Come on, baby. It's just a broken rocket. It does not in any way represent, imply, or symbolize one man's desire to compensate for a rumored botched penis enlargement surgery. It is a rocket, that's all. And here's his baby. Come here. You found Elon's missing child. Yay, we did it. Well, at least that quest is done. Ooh, another trophy. Congratulations, you just won the IHOP Peace Prize. Nice. IHOP Peace Prize. Okay, so I bet the the couch cleaner is someplace else. Let's go. Let's keep going. We got this thing. Planet Falafel. All right. That's RFK Jr. again. Bad news, sir. We can't defeat these guys in battle. There's only one way to defeat these swole barbarians. Take off your shirt and let's do some push-ups. Hell yes, my testosterone is peaking. All right, let's do some workout. Puny president. I'll never give you my lube. Challenge to a push-up contest. Oh, you think you can out-push up me? Press enter. Oh. How could this be? He's weekend. Finish him off, boss. Looks Max or terrorist emerged. Oh no. We're going to fight. We're going to do magic. We're going to get our alternative facts first. There we go. All powered up. Oh. Fight. And then we're going to hit him with the Tama. Oh no, the Manosphere. Perform a super powerful attack on him. He's going to be weak to that. Well, that was his weakness. Level 11. Fragile ego boost added to the abilities. Nice. We get that stuff. There we go. Now we got 4 of them. Man, we got more than we needed. All right, let's get out of here. Time to go. Call in the drone strike. Hell yeah. Destroyed. Who's this? You got the lube. Great work. Another consequence-free political masterstroke. Let's go home to this place is worse than a sand trap in Augusta. Follow me into one of our big, beautiful boats. I gotta go drop off the baby first. Hang on. I think I have something of yours. You found my ketamine. No, your baby. Baby? What baby? Right. Oh, okay. Whatever. Sure. We found 100101. New achievement. Nice. All right. Oh, look. It's the stain remover. Okay, here we go. We're solving everybody's problems. You found some couch cushion stain remover. Yeah. Let's go turn that in too. Gotta get all the achieves, you know? It's the only game I've ever 100%ed. Oh, come here. Oh, I don't want to get up behind him. I think I have something yours.
And that's saying something.
I know, right? And thank you. Fingers crossed Ron Howard makes a movie out of this part of my life too, tee. All right, we got that. We can't go over there. We can just see it's all on fire and lava. That's what he assumes that happens in Iran. It's a desert, so there's like lava and shit, right? And then there's more stuff up here. There's villages and stuff like that. So, and then that bridge. Okay, let's get on the boat. Oh wait, can I drive the boat? Oh, do I have to drive the boat? Oh, I'm driving the boat. Hell yeah. Toot toot. I'm driving a boat. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. I'm on a boat. This isn't the 80s. What are you doing on the left? Oh, okay. We going down here? We leaving? No, where are we going? This game is harder than Dark Souls. Oh, is that a finish line? Nice. Oh no, the Hormuz Strait is closed. Oh shit, the strait is closed. Probably the radical left trying to turn it by. We need a new operation. Something that gets right into the tight little passageway. How about total annihilation and indiscriminate neutralizing tactics? Operation Taint. Tremendous name. Let's scare the hell out of them. Prepare an all-caps assault. Open the freaking strait, you crazy bastards. Oh, insufficient truth posts balance. Oh, what's this? Dude, you're out of truth posts. That's impossible. I've never had the most truth posts. Everyone says so. Yeah, but they're not here, bro. You need to track down more truth posts, then hit me up at the bar. I'll be consulting my generals, Jim and Jack, and Captain Morgan. To go in here and get some true social posts. Okay, can we park it? Park. There it is. We get to go into the fire level. Obligatory fire level. Every game has to have a fire level. You know. Oops. My old enemy stares. I assume that's what he said. That's what I say. Hey, it's handsome Mom Donnie. All right. I came here to redistribute your wealth and chew bubblegum. And I already redistributed all my bubblegum. He has to fight. Handsome Mom Donnie emerged. Oh no. Gonna have to fight Mom Donnie. No. Let's become invincible. Ciao. And we're counterattacking. And we got enough special for lasers. Hit him with the lasers. Yeah, that worked. Oh no, it's charmed. Oh no, we're charmed by him. And attacking ourselves. No. Hit him with a missile.
You should have to do some kind of endurance mini game for going upstairs.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, the push-ups were really easy. Oh, we beat up Mom Donnie. Okay, that's good. We got our truth post. What a nice chair. Nice comfy chair. Mine comfy chair. What is this? There's another terrorist? Oh no. DEI Ayatollah. Nice. Get ready for a barrage of pronouns you'll never understand. Initiate ZZM. DEI Ayatollah emerged. We're gonna we gotta get President Ego votes. Rouses Trump's fighting spirit and increases attack. Oh. Let's do that. Yeah. Ready to break stuff. All his stats went up. Nice. Oh no, he created a safe space. And then all his stuff went up too. Oh no. Counterattack. Okay, good. Special Manosphere. I bet he's weak to that too. Yeah, he is. Oh no, he trained his bias. I thought I was gonna kill him. I thought I was gonna finish him off. Come on. He's charging up. Gotta beat him, Donnie. Your fired launcher. Added to abilities. Your fired launcher. Okay. Oh, what's this? Low flow shower head. You turn on the shower and only a trickle of water comes out. Oh. It's one of his worst enemies. Oh, I do have stuff. Look, I got Truth Social Post. I got Taco Bell Ceasefire Award. Use it on myself. No effect. Oh no.
Sometimes you have to flush the toilet 7 or 8 times.
Right, sometimes you have to flush it. Sometimes you have to flush it 7 or 8 times. Or it'll all go down. Your fire launcher costs 100. Hope it works. Donald J. Trump fires. He took 1,000 damage and now he's lost. Wow. That was great. And we got a burger. Yeah, hit points. Got our magic back. Somebody over here? No. Photo accurate depiction of Iran also, by the way. Time to go. Call in the drone strikes. Yeah, you have the TP. Head back to the base and talk with Hegseth. Destroyed. Alright, let's get back to the straight. Oh no, Hegseth at the bar. I remember. Alright, he should be in here. Oh no, somebody's out. Pete fell. Yeah, he fell down. He said you know where to launch the TP. Do you know what to do with the TP? No, you don't. Just remember, I'll always be your number 2. The golden toilet, obviously. Thanks to your foresight, the war is way ahead of schedule. Launch the TP and finish it off? Yes. Homo straight situation is over. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. The United States is going to knock over every single power plant and every single bridge in Iran. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Hey boss, you did it. The Truth Social Barrage did the trick. They've opened the strait and we can get this lube back in time for the UFC fight. Great work, sir. Fantastic. Mission accomplished, I think. Oh, it's Melania. Let's see what she has to say. This is the perfect ending to my net film, Melania 2, The Revenge. Okay. Oh, snap, homie. I just heard Iran shut down the strait again. That's right, bro. All of this was for nothing. But if you steal enough of their lube, I'm sure the bastards will surrender. Here we go again. Mr. President, your masculinity is overwhelming. Capture all the lube in the Iran and the ship straight. That was the straight. It keeps going around in circles for eternity. It doesn't have an end. It doesn't end. It never ends. It never ends. You just have to keep doing it over and over again for eternity. You just have to keep going forever. Am I still level 14? I am. I gotta keep all of that stuff. Oh, man. Okay. We're gonna taco. And we're gonna call it right there. So God, that was great. That was fun. I'll put the link to that in the Discord if anybody else wants to play it. If you're interested in that, then give it a shot. It was very fun. And maybe you go through it 7 or 8 more times before you realize that there actually is an ending. I don't know, but that was a good time. I enjoyed that. So if you enjoy that, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a like, press the subscribe button, press any button anywhere. And spread some hate in the comment section, because that's what powers the YouTube algorithm, as we all know. That is it for me this Wednesday. That's it for me tonight. I will be back on Saturday morning, West Coast, Best Coast time, 10 a.m. So come on by, tell me what you're thinking, tell me what you're feeling. I think that's it. There's nothing else I forgot. No. The dog is fast asleep, so I'm not going to disrupt him to put him on screen. But I appreciate everyone's coming in. Thanks for coming in, Stagflate. I know you came in and had a bunch to say, so it's very fun. I like it when chat is actually doing stuff and saying things. Gamer Jam, I'm sorry for your troubles. It sucks, but that is the way of the world, and we can all blame capitalism. Maybe it'll be some better someday. Maybe Mom Donnie will be very successful, and other people will also move left, like he did. KBP, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And I will see everybody later. I will be back on Saturday unless the Gestapo kicks in my door and drags me off to a gulag. Goodbye.